I will live caught by that woman named Yumi.
I'm a bit
Tired, it will be hard.
to say, but it's not.
Really, honestly, it's not like that.
Uh,
But that doesn't mean what our readers have written is completely wrong. I'll survive. I'm a bit difficult, it'll be hard, but it's not like that, honestly. Hello, everyone. I went to Seoul today to film, and I briefly visited our family store. And I'm planning to film with my wife and our family. She might be surprised I didn't even tell her. I came up riding the elevator. Where was the store? Why?
Why isn't it coming out? Is there a problem?
Sweet.
What the?
You were surprised, weren't you?
What is it?
Can you introduce yourself, for starters?
Work in Seoul.
When you go to Seoul and don't talk to yourself, you get surprised and take it with you and enjoy it.
I'm trying to shoot. Suddenly.
I'm trying to surprise suddenly.
When I tried to surprise, there was something like a flower or something like this, but
I will give you a flower, it's decided. What were you doing? Not today?
now I have to go. But what if we suddenly become two cameras? We have to start from the beginning. It's hot.
It's hot? Sir, go and... Yeah, but it's too hot.
Huh? I just turned off the air conditioner. It's not on yet. The air conditioner uses a lot of electricity.
Not yet.
I turned it off.
Okay. I understand. Then you're all set. Ready to shoot, Mr. Sun. You're here again.
Mr. Sun is not here yet. He will be here later.
He will be here later. Then we can shoot until he arrives.
Yes, I understand.
But...
Suddenly come. Yes.
In Seoul?
Finished shooting. Yes.
On the way back after that, hurry up right away.
It's over. Yes.
I understand.
I understand. Then should I proceed with the surgery?
That's right. Yes, I just dropped by like this. How is it?
Always good. Hello, I'm Yumi. This is how it is on NK television.
I'm pleased to greet you so abruptly.
It happened.
I was filming and suddenly thought of it. When I went and brought that comment and our viewers saw the comment, they were also curious about the love story.
And so on.
Step by step, I will...
Also, when it comes to entertainment, there are many stories I haven't heard, so I don't talk about everything. And there are also stories I'm curious about, so I think the viewers are also curious, and I'm curious too. So shall we dig a little deeper?
But...
Speaking of...
Before we continue, this place is beautiful.
I've been here a few times.
But it doesn't look that great today.
No, and besides, you shouldn't think of anything else when you think of me. You should always think of me.
I'm sorry. Ha 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 ha.
No. But how did this prosecutor, Mr. Lee, manage to trick Yumi?
If I may say so.
That's not right. Did Mr. Lee trick Yumi, or did Yumi trick Mr. Lee?
I'm really curious.
You can do it.
So starting from that.
So who did the challenge first? Since in our country, women do the challenge first. That's right. It's not like that in North Korea. Women in North Korea also
take the lead first.
Chidewan, Dongji, and so on.
Do not do.
North Korea also. Now, men always unconditionally speak to women first.
And such.
More than that, now it's just the same. Men can do it and women can do it. So whatever comes to mind,
the person is doing.
It's just that the person starts first. Crumbling, crumbling.
It was quite slippery, so I stumbled a bit.
It catches sometimes and doesn't other times. That's how it is.
When life gets you down,
there must be a lot. There's also Omar.
The past fades away like dust and I move on.
It's not that I'm running away.
It's just how it is. Let's not talk about the past. It gets complicated when both of us start talking about it.
It's complicated.
Tonight I could lose my mind with worry.
I'm stressed out.
Just messing around and asking questions. Actually, it's been about 3 years since we met.
Yeah, somehow it's been 3 years, but I don't know why. No.
Whatever the reason, time flies, whether we're idle or living hard, so we go back to 3 years ago. Tried to recall the memory once. I couldn't hear it either. Like our citizens, I'm also curious. When this person started to take me to heart, I'm curious about such things.
I see.
Oh, I'm...
What? To be honest, I sometimes had a drink and talked with my family before I got serious. At first, the impression was not good. No.
Really, it was this scary. It was this scary, but it was not that good. It's hard and difficult.
It's different from what I intended.
I knew it the moment I first saw your heart.
You can tell by the way they speak. People are like this with just one word.
Whether it's a person's personality or
Their character.
Such things?
They are somewhat visible. We first met on a job. We met because someone else was doing something and filming for YouTube when I first saw her then.
It was as if...
I had just arrived in Korea not long ago and was completely new, and she was... So, she had been living in Korea for a while, knew a bit about Korea, and was guiding me in that way.
Did you feel that way? I see.
Just a little bit is a bit rough and a bit mature.
Becoming like that.
What if it doesn't go away? What if I say it in one word like this? If I say it like this? No.
It would be okay, but it's over.
Because it's the past.
First,
There was no second chance in the first impression.
there was no lie. I wasn't like that, but I guess Mr. Chunwoo saw it that way in the first impression.
Is that so? I see. So,
The question itself,
became very provocative. How?
did you do it? In North Korea?
What did you do in North Korea?
I see. Well,
What are you suggesting? So, looking at me, you must have thought that a lot of North Koreans are oppressed from the beginning. This woman, she left without even knowing me, and I wonder if she came to fool the people.
what?
She came after making those people unable to live. How do you not know that? But
At first glance, she really seemed like a person who came without shedding a single drop of blood or tear, just eating everything up. At that time, I felt that our first impression wasn't good, probably.
First impressions are accurate. Having lived in North Korea for 30 years, the image of my face from that time is completely true to life.
At that time, my first impression was just a gentleman who had just arrived in South Korea yesterday.
That was the image.
If someone touched the top, that piled up irritation, that anger seemed to explode.
That was the impression.
So the impression was not very good.
That's why I didn't like it. That's why my words were like that.
The way of speaking was fine, the way of speaking.
It was fine.
The speech was fine, but the behavior, that
Next.
attitude, that expression afterwards, if you just score from there, it's 0. So,
Even when I saw it.
but even then she was...
I was also indifferent, so I don't feel that way towards people who are indifferent. We...
And then we fought and left.
But,
At that time,
in my opinion, it was like that.
I've lived a bit, what can I do?
Acting like I know everything and becoming a bit like that.
Woman,
I
didn't know what to do when I saw that gentleman then. I know a lot, but how to
I knew me, that...
talk about it a lot.
No.
I felt that I knew. During that interview, I just couldn't help it. Not
I was uncomfortable, and it was unfortunate.
just that happening itself made me feel bad.
I just saw it happen and made a judgment. Yes.
Yes.
So at first, my impression wasn't good, but then, was it after a year or 2 years?
For a while.
After a long time? When I started living alone, when I lived in Yangju, how it turned out, and now because of Ban Yongguk's eye mole, people say that now that Ban Yongguk's eye mole has come out, people change a lot because of the eye mole too.
Eyebrows.
A mole on the face.
What's the sun doing?
That's what it's doing. So if it does, my eyes are completely starry right now.
No, it's an eyebrow pencil.
It went aimlessly. It went straight. More than what's here and there and scattered everywhere.
Even so,
It's better to have it this way. So scattered, that's why it is. And then, I knew I was roughly translating about half of it at that time.
But the semi-permanent is...
I didn't know what it was.
Just like that.
I thought it was just a blink, but then I realized I didn't have the phone number.
It's the same. The phone number.
Go without it and ask someone else.
My 3 characters.
I asked while walking and blinked my eyes.
The reservation?
Was made?
That.
It's been around 3 years now, possibly slightly over. And that's how it was, but even when I first came to get my eyes checked, I wasn't a person with a good impression, but I guess that's okay. I came to get my eyes checked.
And then I got my eyebrows done and left, and now some more time has passed.
That thing...
Not to mention the eyebrows.
There were times when I didn't feel like doing it either. Why? I regret it.
I
received 250,000 won for my eye surgery at that time.
250,000 won.
I received it. 250,000 won is the original price.
I received it, but why?
But if other people say they've seen the face even once, whether it's 50,000 won or the price of a car, they say they'll deduct it from the base price.
I didn't even...
Get a deduction.
I mean, I'm the boss, but I didn't get any more salary, so...
At that time, I didn't talk much while working, and I honestly didn't care because I don't even remember what we talked about.
That's right. And then...
And I saw that the eyebrows were well done. It was okay whether they were done or not. So, it was well done. So it was about 250,000 won. Why is it so expensive?
At that time.
When I didn't have money.
At that time, for 250,000 won.
I found eye surgery for 250,000 won very painful. And even reducing the price to 150,000, 200,000 won, they still expected expensive meals like this.
Then in the evening...
They told me to calculate what to eat for dinner. No.
No.
If calculating, the person should omit some items.
No, the one I received is my calculation, not the eye candy value. What I received is what I received. When it was time to eat, I was going to buy dinner because you came from somewhere.
Still, it's frustrating since you never take any time off regardless of the circumstances. But when it was time to eat, I said I wouldn't eat. I refused. Why should I? A woman with such a good reputation eat and get fat. So I said I wouldn't eat and just left.
Just like that.
And there was something called a literature. That's right.
Once.
They made it more. The eye makeup is...
For free.
I was bored when I went there. And in the evening...
Alone?
When I was living alone. I asked because I was curious about the eye cream, so I just went without thinking. It was my first time.
It's itchy. It's my first time.
And then I tried something here.
Blocked.
It's complicated and scary, isn't it? There's something scary next. If this place now becomes a desert and that happens, people will come and see what happens when there are no eyes, and then because it's boring, they keep doing it.
The letter.
Why then?
Like this.
Why so complicated?
Why is it like this?
It seems like that.
Haramdiro.
To me, it's a truth.
It was a gentleman.
No, the one who received the complaint.
You know? No, definitely. When you're sweating while snowboarding, it's a bit intermittent. Stop scratching. Be careful with water. Be careful not to sweat.
What is this?
I've explained everything, but the person doesn't get it.
At that time.
What I mean is, the important thing is...
Before I went to the hospital, just before I went, I felt dizzy, so I went home and stayed a little while, and it was dizzy. So,
now...
I was shocked.
That...
From then on, he kept sending me messages and became very friendly. At that time, I met a woman named Yumi.
And decided to see her.
I started looking for her videos.
That's how it all started.
And then I thought,
She was adorable in the video. I couldn't help falling for her.
But then one day...
She was so focused in the video, so serious in the video.
But then the person was serious.
It didn't seem bad at all. That's what I thought at the time.
Now that I think about it...
That's when I started to fix it. Number 2,
After seeing...
gun.
3 times. So...
I went to get a recharge.
Yes.
When I went to get a retouch, I also grabbed a meal.
Yes, I fed him. Even then, I drove for over 2 hours to get there. Remember, 2 hours.
Half. So,
Go have a meal.
at that time,
I told you so, but...
what I mean is, go eat. Even after the filming ends, our mood at the beginning is like this. All the impressions are different.
Despite hardships, we continued to eat.
That's how it is.
It would have been, but...
Did I eat it then or not?
I don't know, so much.
Because it was a long time ago. But when I came to get the second litter, they told me to eat and go, and they did it again. Don't do it.
I had to deal with this damn situation.
My feet.
That's why
I didn't eat the first time, but if I push it to the second time, it feels a bit like that. The sun is setting. Oh, is that so? Today I'll eat it for you.
So I ate it, I ate the samgyeopsal.
That's right, the thick samgyeopsal.
That thing.
It seems like we were slowly having a conversation while eating. If we were eating samgyeopsal and not talking at all, that would be strange, right?
At that time,
While having a conversation, I noticed the movements in front of the camera and the different movements of people behind it. And I thought it was okay at that time. I think I felt that way.
and most importantly,
The important thing is that they gave me a high price for what I ate at that time.
So they came from far away, and since they did, I also gave them a high price again.
When it was hard at that time, honestly.
at that time,
When it was hard, yeah, I started worrying about how to calculate after eating this.
Seriously, don't talk nonsense.
I'm serious.
No.
Here, after eating, it's the man who should pay the bill.
Carrying the sun,
Again, I should be the one to pay the bill.
I
How much is the New Year's card again?
don't have such thoughts. I mean, if I now have a boyfriend, there's something like if he buys something at the first place, or if we go to the second place, I'll pay for it. If we meet as equals, regardless of gender, man or woman, and if we come to our neighborhood, I think it's right for me to pay.
So, when I buy dinner again, they eat gratefully. And that's why I now...
Went. And I went.
From then on, we gradually started to communicate more.
that's when I got the phone number too.
found out.
While doing so at that time,
Again, now while eating meat, a little...
We talked a lot.
This is a bit... So we talked comfortably a little. Even if I did until then, I would have said I was someone. No.
at first I called you sir.
Ah, you mean sir.
But when I first heard the word sir, I thought, don't say sir, just call me by my name. I'm
Again, I used the term sir, but they said it's not a good term. No.
So, if there's about a 10-year age difference, you use the term sir, but we only have a 2 or 3-year age difference. So when you say sir, it sounds strange.
In fact, if there's a 2 or 3 year age difference, you're not friends.
Where did you hear that?
In North Korea.
3 dong, 5 young, 10 bura. They're talking nonsense.
In North Korea, there's a saying, 3 dong, 5 young, 10 bura.
I am.
First,
Take a look. So,
Anyway, at that time, you don't call yourself you, call yourself who, and keep sending texts saying who. Why does who buy me a meal, even though we text and talk? And that's how we became close. Again, my first impression was really, I met the person who should have been the biggest in my life. That kind of feeling.
but
Being a person is this much of a mystery.
continuously,
How time fades away again.
it changes when you look.
It seems to be
The unknown is actually scarier, And so,
because people themselves are not fundamentally bad.
they don't show it normally, right?
They're not bad when we read the comments.
Our family members.
They look at us like that,
I'm also Han Yumi.
being a woman.
Caught by femininity.
I believe.
I'm a little...
I say it's going to be hard, but it's not really. Honestly, it's not like that, but it's not completely wrong that our applicants write it again. But it's not like that. It's not as much as written in the comments, but there are some things that are correct.
As expected, it seems like our subscribers are good at reading people.
And so,
Whether it's our channel or a public broadcasting channel, there are viewers who like our style.
and
Whether it's overdoing it or really pushing it or taking a medication or just brushing off the nonsense, it's too much.
rather than those people,
Like us rather than those people.
there are people who like kids too. But
That's also a limit
there is a limit. So it's better to talk carefully like us too much.
if you pass by again.
It's not good.
That's why we slowly started contacting each other again, and now we're close again.
After that, we somehow managed to eat together again. We ate together.
I came down, remember?
Minnie returned. And while it's said to be real when you follow the pattern, this time it's the opposite, following the flower pattern.
Came, so.
Because it's a flower, the butterfly flew from the other side, fluttering.
Flying away as it gets farther.
What would the butterfly have done when it came? It just stuck to the flower. What else?
Because you bought me a meal.
That's why at that time.
Even eating was calculated. And we were going to play bowling at that time, but...
The person who gave us that week thought Mr. Lee-Cherun and I were a couple when we came down from that floor at the bowling alley and told us not to meet because they thought we were dating.